Parkinson's is. You are experts. You live with Parkinson's. You need to tell people what Parkinson's is, and we're, Heart for Parkinson's tries to share all the opportunities to exercise, stay active, to be social. Those are really important things. But you see your doctors, you talk to your friends, and a lot of people don't get diagnosed till they've had Parkinson's for a long time. So the more people that understand what it is, have Parkinson's, the better off everybody else is going to be, because this is the fastest growing neurodegenerative disease in the world. So we all need to fight together and be strong and support each other. And then, of course, another really big component is research. And we are really thrilled today to have Edda, I'm going to not say her name properly, we call Chal, here with us today as a representative from the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and I'm sure every one of you know that your foundation has led the way in Parkinson's research for searching for a cure, for treatment, for diagnosis, all the things that we all need. So they're doing some really hard work, and you're going to learn, I'm sure, a lot today. And so we'll have a presentation, and we'll have a brief. We're going to present one award, and then in between we're going to reconfigure this room so you're ready to exercise. And we have 5 of our amazing instructors here. It's going to be super fun. So get ready for a fun morning, and I'd like to let Edda take the stage.
Thanks, Nina, and thanks all. Thanks for inviting me to meet with this great group. It's always a pleasure to meet with the Parkinson's community. I was just telling Nina how great it is always having these connections with the community, because at the foundation how we make decisions and how we make funding decisions, how we make our programs, how we have conversations with the industry to tell them this is what the patients need, only happens by the connections that we have with the community. And yeah, I know Nina also alluded to this, but our founder, Michael J. Fox, he always says if there is a group of people with 100 PhDs and there's one patient is the expert in the disease, and he knows, they know more than the PhDs working on the disease, so you need to listen to the patient. So it's a pleasure to be here. Edda Baykalçalar, I work for the Michael J. Fox Foundation as their patient engagement director. I've been at the foundation for about 2 years. I'm local in Austin. I know the foundation is headquartered in New York, and you may be thinking I travel, but no, I'm local. I live in Austin too. Prior to starting work at the foundation, I was working for the medical school and the community health centers. But it's a nice transition to be in the Parkinson's space. It's a great community. So today we are going to talk. We are going to start with a little bit orientation of what we do at the foundation, what our mission and what our strategies for research is. I'm sure many of you are aware, but I wasn't sure how to frame it to connect with the research update, so that you know the foundation's mission is really we are head on for finding a cure, closing our doors through research and advancements. And then I'm going to give a little bit of the research updates in the last couple of years, what has been up and coming in the field, either through therapeutics or through some observations and new tools that we have in Parkinson's disease that gives us some light at the end of the tunnel. And then I'm going to share some other ways that you can get involved, either with research or for taking care of yourself. So in a recent, we at the foundation staff members, we always get this question: did you meet Michael? Recently, after 2 years, I person in our headquarters in New York, where he reminded us again, we never want to lose that impatience for our patients. So we were founded back in 2000, started as a scrappy, nimble organization to find a cure for Parkinson's disease. So we don't hold an endowment. We raise money, and within 90 days of raising that money, we spend that money for the research. And we take risks, high risks, because we know industry or academia, they need to get that de-risking component. And we are the organization to help with that de-risking of the research. We take high risk research projects, we fund high risk projects, and hopefully one out of maybe 100, one may find the right resource for us. And to this date, since 2000, we facilitated, we gave more than $2 billion for Parkinson's research, just to the Parkinson's research and drug development. And how do we do that? Is through a strategic research agenda. Our strategic research agenda is aimed at finding a clear disease definition. As you probably know, Parkinson's disease is, even diagnosis is based on symptoms observation. But we need to understand better what the science, what is biology, what's happening in your body that's causing Parkinson's. So that's a big, huge agenda for us, understanding clear definitions of biology, so that we can have better treatments. Without understanding about the biology, what's happening inside your body, we cannot know how we are going to treat the disease, how we are going to find a cure. So that's at the center of our agenda. And through understanding disease biology, we can have better, faster clinical trials. So just to give you an idea, before 2000, when we came to research landscape, the drug development times were taking, for one drug was taking 20-30 years. Now it's much faster. We have much more new treatments because we are helping that clinical trial speed. And another area at the focus of our research agenda is quality healthcare for all, inclusive policies that we are pushing for, inclusive policies and better allocation of resources for research. And how do we do that? Again, we fund research, but funding research is not the only thing that we do. We produce data through some of the studies that we are running. So the data that we produce through the studies that we run becomes available to all the researchers for them to download and use. So it's another way that we are facilitating the research landscape. And we convene with industry, with researchers, with academia, with regulators to discuss about what are the things. We bring many subject matter experts into the table and discuss about the potential upcoming new ways to find a cure for Parkinson's. So there are multiple different ways. But I left this one to the last, but one of the most important stakeholders at the table, obviously, is the patient. So we do everything with the input of patients through making decisions with funding. So we bring patients to help us with reviewing the studies that come to our door. But one important aspect that industry is always asking us is what's patients' experience? What is their lived experience and preferences are like? So we run many studies to understand the patient preferences. So when industry is starting a new study, they don't need to do that work from the beginning, but we have that resource available for them. That's enough talking about MJFF, but I wanted to orient you to that first, so that you understand how we are intervening with this research updates. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit. Before we start with the updates, I thought it may be helpful to first bucket clinical research into two areas, because I'm going to talk about some of the research studies that are observational and some of the research studies that are interventional. What that means is, with observational studies, we collect data to understand how the disease starts and progress. There is no intervention to change the course of the disease. So this is for more understanding of the disease. And this may look like trying to understand biology. It may be we are collecting samples, but it may be as simple as answering a few questions on surveys where you are telling what's happening in your daily life. So we are observing over a long time frame. Versus, on the other hand, the second category, the interventional studies, which usually the industry works in this area with the drug development. They are testing in interventional trials. They're testing a new intervention. That intervention may be a new drug. It may be an exercise. It may be diet. But you are changing something and trying to understand what that change and what that intervention is causing. So to understand, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the differences and how to navigate, I know it may get difficult to understand and follow through. We have a great tool. I linked it here, and I'm going to also send a slide deck after today, so that links are clickable. You don't necessarily need to take pictures, but feel free to take pictures too. We have a great resource for navigating clinical trials, for helping you make more informed decisions if you decide to go through research. So let's get started with where we are with research. So as I said, there are observational studies and there are interventional ones. So I'm going to talk about first the two observational studies that the foundation is helping. One of them is the Global Parkinsons Genetic Program. With that program, it's a 5-year-long program, but where we are trying to understand, extending understanding of what causes the disease. So through sample collections, through analyzing data, with this GP2 program, we are trying to understand what is causing the disease. And the other observational study that we have been running is helping us producing more data on how the disease is progressing. And it's our landmark study, Parkinson Progression Marker Initiative. So through this kind of observational studies, now we have a little bit better understanding of what and how of the disease. But through these programs, we build tools that can detect and measure the pathology of the disease. So I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the new tools that came in 2023. It's a big finding, and then getting into a little bit more to the interventional side, where there are so many new treatment trials, the robust pipeline, looking at many different aspects of the disease modifications. So the GP2 program, again, it's an observational study. It is a program, resource program by aligning sciences across Parkinson's. It is a collaborative, it's a global study where we are trying to really understand across the globe what is the genetic makeup of this disease. Maybe let me ask you a question. What do you think with the Parkinson's? What is the cause of Parkinson's, you think? Is it genetics? Is it environment? Is it aging? What do you think may be the cause of Parkinson's? All of them? Great answer. All of the above. So we know genetics plays a role, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a genetic mutation, you are going to have the disease. However, we need to better understand what are those genetic components. So far, we have identified a few genes that may have higher correlation with the cause of Parkinson's, but we still need to understand more about the genetics. So GP2 program, Global Parkinson's Genetics Program, is a program to understand that. And it's again global, and it's running in 59, that's rounded to 60-ish, unique places where data collection is happening. And Parkinson Progression Marker Initiative. This is again the observational study where we are trying to understand how the disease is progressing. This is our landmark study. We started this study back in 2010, and the study is really looking for disease markers. How we can identify pathology for this disease, so that when you go to doctor one day, instead of just observing how you are walking, how you are making your fingers like this, there is some more objective measures that they can use. So through PPM, Parkinson Progression Marker Initiative, it's a mouthful. We call it PPMI. So through the PPMI study, that's the goal, that we are gonna have some measures, which I'm gonna jump into next about one of the new measures that came out of this PPMI study. However, I want to call out. I say that there are advancements. Advancements are only possible through the people who participate in research. We need more and more people to participate in research, so there are more advancements. So currently, we are still continuing to enroll people in PPMI study. The study is happening in 50 plus sites, not only in US, but we have some sites in Europe and Africa, and even also in Canada. And the data, one important call out also for this study is the data produced through PPMI is downloaded by researchers for them to use. So what that means is researchers don't need to hunt and find new patients for their studies, but if you enroll in PPMI, they can use the data that's produced through PPMI. So it's speeding the search for a cure. So PPMI is one of the basic studies that you may consider getting into as a research study. Okay, so we talked about two observational studies. We are getting into the tools. Let me first ask, how many of you heard about a biomarker? Perfect. I know our Parkinson's community is very educated in terms of the advancements. But what do you think a biomarker means? Anybody? What do you think about that? Please.
A chemical that might indicate pathology.
Great. So it may be a chemical, it may be another biological function that you can measure really objectively. Let's think about it for diabetes, for example. There is an objective measure when you go to doctor for them to tell you you have diabetes. They look at your A1C levels. Biomarker for diabetes. Now, through this breakthrough that I'm mentioning about that came out of PPMI study, we have a biomarker for Parkinson's disease. It's still in the research space. Immediately it's not at the care space right now. So don't go to your doctor and ask, can I get my alpha-synuclein checked? It's not in the care space yet. As any research, it's going to take more validation for the tool to work. But how the tool works, basically, scientists synthesize alpha-synuclein. So alpha-synuclein is a disease marker for Parkinson's disease. The neurodegenerative diseases. There is some chemicals happening. There is some proteins in your brain cells, and alpha-synuclein is a pathologic marker within the Parkinson's disease cells. Similarly, in Alzheimer's, they have another protein that clumps. So what we know about
user is clumped in the Parkinson's patient. So how we found this advancement was basically scientists,
synthesized alpha-synuclein in the lab, and when they combine that alpha-synuclein with the spinal fluid from the PPMI participants, the alpha-synuclein, and use them. How did that happen? So when they combined the spinal fluid with the lab-synthesized alpha-synuclein started clumping. So the tool, that seeding assay, alpha-synuclein seeding assay tool, can measure if the protein is clumping. They're making that toxic clumps. And one thing that we know, it's making the environment toxic, causing the symptoms of the disease. So that's how we are now capturing the alpha-synuclein clumping. So what this tool is going to help us, it's one of our patient advisory board members, Kevin Kwok. You may know him. He's a famous patient. He actually had this analogy, say, before this breakthrough, it was like you are walking in a cave with no light. But now there is a light. You can see where you are going within the cave. What it means is, if you want to come out of that cave, this light is gonna help you. It's gonna make the trials faster for us. It's gonna make finding right patients easier at the right time, because as you know, Parkinson's is a progressive disease, and we need to find the right patients for the right studies. Not every study is right for every patient, but this tool is gonna help. But is the tool perfect? Definitely not. That's why it's not in care space right now. We need to do more research. We need to make it more informative. Right now it's working as, it's either 0, you don't have Parkinson's, or it is 1, you have Parkinson's. But what we need is similar to A1C. Think about it. It's not like you have A1C or you don't have A1C, right? It's like it's giving you a quantitative, like your A1C is 5, your A1C is 6, so you can see the progression. Similarly with this tool, we need it to be more quantifiable. That's something that we are investing right now. Like we are trying to make this tool more quantifiable. Another important thing that we are focusing on right now, for this measurement, we need spinal fluid. What we want to do is we want this tool to be more accessible. Either it can be through a blood draw, again like A1C, or maybe through your skin cells, so it's easier. But, so that's something that is something to look for in the upcoming years. We are giving so much attention to this tool now. Probably in next few years, we are gonna have a tool that's closer to perfect, and it's a better measurement tool. So previously, we developed some other tools, like for example, smell loss. We know smell loss may be a pre-indication of Parkinson's. Many of the patients, Parkinson's patients may lose their sense of smell earlier than they are even diagnosed. And there is a measurement tool for smell loss. And now we can see pathologically, we can detect pathologically how alpha-synuclein is changing. We also can use DET scans, brain scans, to show dopamine deficits in the brains of Parkinson's patients. What this means is there are more tools coming. The more tools you have in your toolbox, the easier it's going to get to first diagnose the disease and find the treatment. I'm hoping that your diagnosis was an easier process, but one thing that we keep hearing is how long it took for people to get diagnoses. Sometimes it may take even 10 years. People have no clue. and easier diagnostics is going to be really helpful for care space and also for research, so that we can identify the right patients for the right trials. So okay, let's get going with the interventional side. So we started with observational studies. We discussed about some of the tools. Through these advancements, we can have more interventional studies that helps with new, better treatments. So in last 10 years, there has been 19 new treatments approved in Parkinson's space. Those treatments may either be helping with the easing the motor and non-motor symptoms of the disease. It may be for helping with the side effects. It may be easier use products, so instead of taking a pill, if you prefer an inhaler, it's an option. If you are scared of injections, but you prefer taking pill, that's an option. So there is a plethora of different treatment options. There are 43 treatments for Parkinson's disease treatment options. So you have a good plethora of options for disease management, symptom management. However, so in the last few years, there has been more movement, and with the advancements in this alpha-synuclein biomarker, we are hopeful there is going to be even more. But currently, there are more than 150 potential treatments in clinical trial space. This is excluding some of the device trials, but more on the therapeutic side. And let's look at closer look at this 150 plus trials. So we monitor every year at the foundation. We publish a therapeutic pipeline report where we are monitoring what is happening in the Parkinson's space and what are the different trials trying to achieve. So currently in the trials, you can see over there. Hopefully you can see from there. So there are a plethora of different trials from phase 1 to phase 3. So phase 1 trials are where we are looking if the intervention is even safe. Is it safe to continue? So they are done with smaller number of patients. If the intervention is found it is safe, then they can move to phase 2 with a larger number of patients. It's safe, and you compare, is it better than current available treatments? And then at phase 3, you need even more people to prove your hypothesis. This is better. It's working with many people. It's not just 10 people, but it showed improvement in the Parkinson's journey for the patient. So there is a plethora of different options, different trials going on from phase 1 to phase 3. So some of the studies are closer. The reason I'm sharing the different targets that we are monitoring is this is a complex disease. There isn't necessarily one tool, one biology that is same for everybody. We always say that you meet one patient, you met one patient because it's very heterogeneous, as I'm sure you are the experts, you know. So that's why we don't put all of the eggs in one basket, but we look at many different disease mechanisms happening. So think about it this way, like you have a GPA. In your GPA, you may put your address and the place that you want to go treatment, and there are many different routes that you may need to take. Similarly, for trials, there are many different disease biologies happening, and especially knowing this disease is also a progressive disease. For every stage of the disease, there may be different paths to take. So that's why we are seeing a good, healthy plethora of of trials, healthy, meaning robust, so many different trials happening for so many different methodologies. So, coming to today, like with this many different trials, I wanted to share some of the new medicines that came into market through the research. So, in 2024, a new medicine, Crexont, came into market. That's an immediate and extended release levodopa carbidopa pill. The advancement about this pill is it is a slow release, and the reason it is a slow release medicine is it is coated. The pill is coated. So when you take the pill, it's not digested in your stomach, but it can move to intestine, and it can release much more slowly the level of carbidopa, so it can potentially go to your brain at a slower rate. The other two new treatments that came to market, one was at the end of 2024. The other came into market just recently, a couple of months ago. They are both similar mechanism of administration. It's so VLF is under the skin continuous infusion of levodopa carbidopa. The reason this may be a new tool for people living with Parkinson's is hopefully you don't experience too much, but we know as you advance in your disease journey, off periods increases, but with continuous levodopa carbidopa release in your bloodstream, it kind of mimics how your brain normally does its job. So it's continuously releasing the carbidopa levodopa. With ONCA, hopefully I'm not butchering the name. It's also another pump with under the skin continuous infusion. This time instead of levodopa carbidopa, it's apomorphine is released continuously on your bloodstream. So these two new infusion under the skin infusions are giving hope for managing the off periods of the disease. And I listed it. This is not a medical treatment, but it's a device. I know Medtronic is one of the sponsors for the event. They also had a new advancement. This is also a huge advancement with the DBS. So DBS is not a new technology, but what is new is now they have this new DBS, which is adaptive. What it means is we are getting more into the personalization space. So the device is sensing your brain signals and adjusting how much signal to send to your body. So it's more personalized rather than the patients needing to adjust. So I was asking David if people have more questions about adaptive DBS. Go talk to him. Yeah, I'm sure he knows much better than me. So we talked about what has been approved, but let's also look at what is up and coming. So as the disease, Parkinson's disease, we call it a motor symptom disease, but I'm sure all of you know there aren't only motor symptoms, but there are non-motor symptoms too. And depending on where you are in your Parkinson's journey, you may be experiencing different things. I mean, think about non-motor symptoms as constipation. It may be a big thing, or hallucinations, or depression, or mood swings, and other non-motor symptoms. So what we monitor is with the treatments. What are the new upcoming treatments? Are they only looking for managing the motor symptoms, or are there other areas of non-motor areas for Parkinson's disease? So I highlighted a few of them here. One of them is a device, Adam. It's in the trials right now. It is a device that is gland here. help with these other symptoms, not necessarily motor symptoms. One other treatment in therapeutics in testing is Takeda company's medicine. It's a small molecule where they are looking at the impact of that small molecule. If it helps with gait and cognition. They initially started this trial as a target for gait, but it turned out that their medicine was not necessarily helping with gait, but what they observed, their secondary target was cognition. It looks like there's promising signal coming, it may be helping with cognition challenges. Again, these are still in testing, and they need to continue collecting more data. And at the foundation, we recognize balance and freezing issues. We hear balance and freezing issues are a big part of the concerns from the community. So last year, we had a request for funding applications for the researchers. There were more than 150 applications from the scientists to address freezing, gait and balance issues. So some of the things that we gave funding are, for example, an exoskeleton to help with gait and balance. There are I know some medicines, small molecules that may help with gait and balance. So there is a big focus on that space. Another big focus, again, a non-motor symptom, depression and mood changes. Previously, industry was looking more at repurposing the drugs that are available for these depression and mood changes for Parkinson's patients, but currently there is an uptick of interest where they are, instead of using the general depression mood change medicines, they're thinking about new medicines that are specific for Parkinson's patients, because the cause of these mood changes for people with Parkinson may not necessarily be the same for other patients who are experiencing depression. So we need, similar to adaptive DBS, are getting a little bit more personalized with the disease. Psychedelics are some things that are coming. There's a study at UCSF where they're looking at the psychedelics, the non-scientific term, magic mushrooms impact on Parkinson's depression. I know there's always questions about GLP-1 inhibitors, the weight management medicine that's been very popular lately. We are also seeing trials where looking at GLP-1 inhibitors, those weight management. I'm blanking on the name of the weight management medicine. Ozempic. Yes, Ozempic. If Ozempic is going to help with Parkinson's, some of the studies are coming to conclusion with mixed results. We don't necessarily see GLP-1 inhibitors, Ozempic type of medicines helping improvement of movement challenges, movement disorders in Parkinson's. But again, there needs to be more data collection in that space too. I know other hot question that we usually receive is, how about stem cells? So stem cells research started back in 1990s with not so much promising results. However, again, within the pipeline, there's an increased attention and interest for stem cell research again. Company Blue Rock, they recently finished their phase 1 trial, showing that the stem cells that they are implementing, it's a surgical procedure, is safe. So they are moving into, they started their phase 2 trial. There's a phase 2 trial running for stem cells now too. So you can see there is a lot coming, with the hope we are gonna have more tools to manage, maybe even a cure for Parkinson's. So to sum up, in the last 3 years, some of the things that happened. We talked about alpha-synuclein biomarker. We identified that biomarker in 2023. Another interesting finding, breakthrough that we found in 2023 is through the GP2 program that we talked in the beginning, another observational study. Because we are looking at genetics data, one finding we found was for African descent people living with Parkinson's, they have a different genetic mutation. So that finding is going to help for finding different medicines for different descents. We call year 2024 as the year of momentum because we feel this biomarker is going to really help us keep that momentum and get more things happen. But also many things happened in 2024 in the Parkinson's space. Starting with, maybe you may have heard about the National Plan to End Parkinson's Act. It was signed into bill in summer 2024. I'm going to highlight that one a little bit more in the next slide, but it's basically a concerted effort that our policy team, together with the Parkinson's community, fought for a while to get more Parkinson's research and care momentum. Following the biomarker breakthrough, we also work on a biological staging system. So rather than symptoms-based staging of Parkinson's, we are now considering biologically at what stage people can be in Parkinson's journey. It is very similar to what happened in Alzheimer's space. You may know, like in Alzheimer's space, there were more funding into research. They started talking about a biological staging framework that helped with some new treatments came into market for Alzheimer's disease. So we are kind of similarly following the same pattern in the Alzheimer's space in Parkinson's, which is the second most common neurodegenerative disease. So we are kind of following the Alzheimer's path with the Parkinson's disease. And recently, in 2024 again, end of 2024, the FDA released a letter supporting the alpha-synuclein assay biomarker that we found to be used in clinical trials. What it means really is, like, in a nutshell, FDA is endorsing clinical trialists to use this tool to say objectively your intervention is really working. So that's a big win for us. Like the tool that we found is going to be started to be used by the trialists because FDA is not going to approve their disease if they don't use that tool. And we already talked about some of the new treatments that came to market in 2024 and 2025. The National Parkinson's Project. So again, it was signed into a bill in 2024. But this bill is really, it's working on bringing together the federal agencies that work in Parkinson's disease and focusing resources to wisely allocate into research, and really an alignment between different stakeholders in the Parkinson's space. So what is expected now with this bill in place? HHS is supposed to build a plan for prevention and cure for Parkinson's. Oh, no, I talked a lot. Any questions so far? I forgot about saying this. If you want to ask questions, please feel free to ask questions before we go.
So where in Austin can you do the clinical trials?
You are ahead of me. We are going to get into that too. Yes.
When were the trials going to be completed and new products and treatments available for public consumption?
Public one?
Use.
Oh, so research is a long journey. 1 trials. You first find a signal, you start with phase 1 trials, and then move to the steps, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then it comes to market regulated reviews. It's usually 5 to 10 year game. So if there's a phase 1 trial, and if there's progress, probably it's going to take at least 5 years for a treatment to come to the market through that phase 1.
I wanted to ask, at the present time, is the DAT test the most reliable means we have to confirming Parkinson's?
So that scan has been on clinical space for the longest time. Yes, currently in clinical space, that's still the most reliable tool that the clinicians has. Yes.
Given the current political climate in Washington, is there concern about funding and follow through of this federal plan that Congress implemented or wants to implement?
So it was a bipartisan effort for getting this plan in place, is being signed into law. We are closely monitoring what that current political environment is gonna lead us to. In terms of the funding that we do and the programs, the research programs we at the foundation run, we don't really depend on federal funding. We raise philanthropy, we work with philanthropy, and we raise funds and deploy the funds. But in terms of national plan to end Parkinson's, it's something that we are closely monitoring. It's hard to tell what direction it's going to go. But one thing that I can say, like, it was signed into bill with a bipartisan support from both sides. So we are hopeful things are going to move in the direction that we started it to be. I know it's an answer and not an answer. Okay. Let's continue. Maybe you're going to have more questions. So, how can you get started to be involved in research? There are multiple ways. So, as I said, some people may feel like research participation can be cumbersome, it's heavy, it's difficult, and it's scary. I get it. So an easier way to start participation may be through some observational studies where you are participating in answering a few questions on a periodic basis. So one of the survey studies we have is Fox Insight. It's an online study. So you don't need to go anywhere. At the convenience of your home, you just get into your computer, and every quarter, every 3 months, you receive an email, hey, answer these questions. So Fox Insight is a way to start participating in research. So Fox Insight study is, through that study, we are understanding people's lived experiences and their perceptions and their preferences through this study. Another way that we are recently taking on in my team, actually, we want to meet as many people as possible because this disease is really heterogeneous, and what one experiences may not be the same for others. So what is up and coming really in industry too? Industry is recognizing this heterogeneity, and they are building patient advisory boards just like us. And our doors are always knocked on. Hey, can you help us find those patient experts? So if you wanna share your story with us and your interest that you wanna participate in research, when those opportunities arise, we can get back with you. We can have more conversations with you on leading you to the right direction. We also at the foundation we are collecting this patient experience data all the time. We do focus groups. It may be like 10 people coming together and we are discussing about your disease journey. We ask a few questions to understand your disease progression. So it's a great way to get started by raising your hand, raising your voice, to say you're interested in sharing your Parkinson's journey. PPMI, the observational study that we talked about, is still recruiting. I know we don't have a PPMI site in Austin. The closest one is in Taylor, the Houston area. But the good thing is we cover the travel expenses, your lodging, your food, and you get some compensation for participating in the study. It's funny. A couple of months ago, there was another summit in Austin for Parkinsons. Somebody, a PPMI participant, approached me saying they actually go to the site in Arizona, and because we also cover not only the travel cost for the participant but their care partner too, they use that as their vacation time going to Phoenix and participating in research in a meaningful way for science and enjoying Phoenix for their travel. So yes, it's not in Austin, but it's something to consider if you wanna participate. One thing with the PPMI study, we are usually looking for tracking people at least for 5 years, because again, remember, we are looking at how the disease progress, so it's not a one-time thing, but there are yearly visits involved in the PPMI study. With the GP2 study too, it's another study for Black African American individuals. There is one of the study sites, again in UT Health, Houston, and it's an easier study. It's a one-time blood draw or saliva collection, because it's a genetic study. One-time collection is enough compared to PPMI, where we are looking at how the disease is progressing. So there are different ways to participate. And
I have read a lot about exercise, and we talk a lot about it here, in Parkinson's being the most important intervention we can make.
Yep.
The problem I have is when I read one study, it says aerobic exercise, and that's the way to go. And I read the next study, and it says resistance exercise. Don't waste your time on aerobic exercise. So it's very confusing to me, because every experiment comes up with a different conclusion.
I know, it's like diet, right? I mean, one day you are told you need to eat frequently, the next day you are told, no, you need to do intermittent fasting. Yes, we are aware with exercise. With the exercise trials, what we are aware, we know exercise one way or other helps with Parkinson's, but the biology of how it is helping, it's very unclear. So that's why they continue to do more trials to understand what really is working. It is a moving target. I know, it may be frustrating, but exercise trials, currently what we are hearing, like more intense exercise. And I know one time I came to Power for Parkinson when I saw, oh my gosh, this is intense, how are you doing this? But the studies are showing at least that like, it needs to be an intense exercise. But there's more to it.
Me, I've had a 25-year history Parkinson's. 2 years ago, I moved from Pittsburgh area to Austin area. And I was a basket case when I got down. I had learned through experience from my doctors and stuff. The purpose was to progressively downward disease. Don't get better from it. Change the rate at which you decay. It won't kill you, but on the other hand, you're not from it. I learned that here, and I've improved a lot in my functional capability. I go so far. And I'm a believer, it's not the exercise. But this group has found, the excellent people I have, is they combine exercise with learning a new part of using a new part of the brain to learn how to do things. Lauren was exceptionally good, and Debbie, those that you do instructors I go through, they always exercise, they call it crossing the midnight. So what to me is, 85% of your brain is unused.
Yep. That's such a good,
And if you do things with a pattern that's different from what you normally have done, your brain is working to learn a new way to do something. My handwriting used to be quite microscopic. Now it's very large, very readable.
That's great to hear.
So I think it's a change of crossing the midline. Exercises are up and down, up and down. It's not very conservative. You have to see why exercise. Some people say, well, somebody don't. But when you cross the midline, you're learning new ways to do things. It's a pattern. The brain pattern changes through hand movements, to foot movements, things of that sort. And as you do those things, you learn. The brain starts to do things. The other thing I learned in Pittsburgh when I first got my diagnosis at the turn of the century was
Can you repeat what he's saying?
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to get the point when I get the thought. That it was doing exercise, taking medicine to be put off as long as you can. Because it doesn't work too long. I encourage people that the earlier you get into a proper exercise program, like you're still doing function well, you don't realize it, but as you start to lose it in the parts of controlling things, you've been learning new parts of the brain to control your functional movement. And it's putting the use of the brain to learn to do something that's simple in a new way. It will help a lot with the thing. And what's missing in your programming is people look at adaptive of how to do things. You lose a lot of your dopamine function in the brain. You can link all that stuff, but if you get early into the program of exercise, then when you don't need to use it, you're naturally going to go over time, learn and reinforce doing things in a new way with a new part of your brain that isn't going to dying off like the part of the brain is dying off when you have Parkinson's disease.
I'm going to repeat. I know you're looking for me to repeat what Joe shared. Joe is sharing with us his experience. He recently moved a couple of years ago from Pittsburgh, and when he came here, he started doing joining Power for Parkinson and doing different exercises. I'm summarizing for you. If I butcher what you shared, you let me know. But he basically is saying, no matter what kind of exercise you do, because you are doing something new, and we know brain has neuroplasticity. It learns, it makes new connections. Now your neurons make new connections. So it helps, either the exercise, or this is not just the exercise, but there's a community connection that we know with all the neurodegenerative diseases. Really, community connection is key for living well with the disease.
In other words, trying new things, sort of mixing it up.
Exactly. Yeah, that you actually jumped ahead of me. I was going to come to that part too, but you already summarized it for me.
This question brought out the exercise. And she said it was a good thing to get information.
Yes.
And the literature on it.
Yeah.
So I thought that might make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Oh, I just want to say that in trying new things, one thing you might really want to consider is yoga nidra, and that's Nidra, and it literally means sleep. And if you practice it on a regular basis, it has been proven that it can increase your dopamine production in your brain by 65%. But you need to do it consistently, and you can get it right off of YouTube. And it's not yoga poses, it's not anything strenuous, it's all you teaching your brain how to relax.
What was that again?
Yoga Nidra, Nidra. And it's changed my life. Thank you.
I learned something new.
Much better.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. I was going to share, I know
Nidra.
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 It's Yoga Nidra, and that's Nidra, and you can find many collections on YouTube.
Thanks for sharing. And you can also find different studies happening in your area through the tool that we have, trial matching tool, Fox Trial Finder. What you can do is, you can either, if you go to Fox Trial Finder, I know I shared there are 150 therapies in the pipeline, but in here you see 630. Why? Is because the pipeline is looking only therapeutics, but in reality there are many different research studies, including exercise trial studies. So if you go to foxtrialfinder.org through Michael J. Fox and search for the trials, you can type your location and the distance that you are okay traveling. It's going to show you different studies, either intervention, you can choose only interventional studies, only observational studies. You can even choose, I want to do only online, so there's a filter for online search as well. So you can find the right study for you. I know in Austin area I was looking yesterday because I was like, what is available in Austin? There's this one phase 1 trial in gene therapy. They just literally recently started. It is phase 1. They are looking for safety. It's a smaller study, as we discussed. But there are many exercise type of studies in. I don't know what's going on at UT San Antonio, but there are many different studies, exercise studies at UT San Antonio. At least one of the studies, Sparks-3, is a study that the foundation is also supporting the funding. So I highly recommend you to look at Fox Trial Finder if you are interested in finding the studies in the area. I also brought with me a one-pager about this. I know I shared the smell loss. Sense of smell loss is a precursor for Parkinson's, and a fun test. It's a scratch and sniff test, smell test challenge that you can start. So what it is really, we are looking for how the loss of smell is correlated with Parkinson's disease, and we are looking for people. You don't even need to have Parkinson's to take the challenge. If you are 40 and above and you don't have Parkinson's, I recently got into the category. I'm like, I haven't done the test yet myself, but I'm gonna do it. I hear it's fun. You scratch and sniff and enter what you are sniffing on your computer. When you log into the smell test challenge, they send you to your home that test, and you answer online. And depending on your loss of smell, you may be invited to different parts of PPMI. So if you want, I know I'm way over time. But there are different ways that you can get involved and learn more about research. We have podcasts, and we have webinars every Thursday at 12 p.m. We have a webinar where we are inviting leading researchers to share research updates. I highly recommend that webinar. I learn every time I listen to that webinar too. We have Ask MD blogs. So in-house we also have a movement disorder specialist, Rachel Dalton, and she produces different resources. She answers different questions that we are hearing from the community. So it may be a good resource to follow. Body Network is a network. I know Joe mentioned about the importance of social connection. Some people prefer online social connections, and Body Network is a platform that you can connect if you want to hear from people in other parts of the country, not only locally here too. It may be a social connection for you. And there's always, of course, we always ask if you want to participate in research. We have a new tab in our webpage that walks you through your role in research and what different options you have for participating into research. And public policy that plan to end Parkinson only happens because of the policy advocates that our policy team worked together to raise their voices with the policymakers. So you can always advocate for public policy. I also have a one-pager about public policy on the back table over there if you want to stop by and grab how you can get involved in public policy. But again, the most important thing you can do is taking care of yourself. As you said, Joe, I mean, you are already here. Obviously, you are doing your part. You are doing exercise. We know exercise, no matter which way. Just do exercise. Some studies show it may be yoga. Some says it may be high intensity. One way or other, we know exercise helps. So, and another thing in terms of exercise, physical therapists may also be helpful. That gets me to the building a care team. This is a multifaceted disease. It's not just a neurologist, but you need to work with a movement disorder specialist, a physical therapist, a speech therapist, and build your care team based on what you need. Diet is another hot topic, I know, every day things change, but eating healthy, we know, and some interventions, for example, not eating high protein food when you are taking your L-CoPA may help. And meditation is another self-care activity that's really gonna be helpful. So please, I know I talked about participating in research, but the most important thing that we need from you is taking care of yourself. We need you. And I'm going to close it with a quote from Michael. When the cure for Parkinson's is found, and it will be because of all of us. Thank you. I hope this was helpful. One question.
It's not a question, it's a comment. One of the things that Nina has done is to build a program here that offers a congenial and convivial sense of community. I enjoy coming to the exercise classes, not only because of the exercise, but because I have developed a new group of friends here, and I look forward to seeing them when I come here. And Nina, I thank you very, very much for that.
Here.
Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Great information. I'm sure many of you still may have more questions, but we still have a full program ahead, and we're so grateful that you were here with us today. And you know, you just show us there's more hope and promise ahead for people with Parkinson's. And today, let's see. I would like to, before we kind of move on to the next thing, I have a very special award that I would like to present. As I mentioned before, it takes all of us to work together to help people with Parkinson's. Care for Parkinson's is community supported, and not only community supported financially, but also all of our locations are donated to us free of charge, and we could not do that without them. And today, I would like to call up Pastor Bill Clark. And we have a Parkinson's Community Advocate Award presented today. Thank you for your commitment to providing a warm and welcoming space to help people with Parkinson's. Thank you so much.
It's great having you all here, and when I come in on Tuesday, Tuesday, I'm usually out of the office on Thursday, but every Tuesday morning when I walk by, you guys just inspired me. So well done, and it's great to see all the good work going on in the community here too. So we're glad you're here. Welcome, and we hope we know it will be a continued welcome for you all. So great to have you.
Thank you, Dale. Can you take a picture? I don't know. You guys don't want to. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Dr. Ella. Thank you guys for being an amazing audience. And you're about to be amazing exercise participants in a class that features pretty much all of our instructors doing things. So what you're about to witness is a set change similar to a Super Bowl halftime show. In a matter of seconds, we're going to make all these tables disappear, starting in this way, going this way. And then the chairs set up. During that changeover, we encourage you to eat a cookie, take a picture in our photo booth, and enjoy each other's company. Thank you all for being a great audience, and we'll be exercising in probably less than 5 minutes. All right, thank you. Oh, stand back. All right. Well, thank you for adding. All right. I'm going to break it down and take over this spot. Oh, I should have. I'll roll this like a boulder and a piece of plate. These chairs are set up too close, so let's. Okay. Too close. Sarah will guide us. Yeah, like this. Okay. She wants to go back. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, and here let's put them under because yeah, because these are the second. Yeah, gotcha. Under. Okay. Yep, I'll do it. Through those, yeah, and I'll give it. We are going to be using those big poles. I don't want to hit it. Yeah. here.
Oh, yeah,
This is crazy. What were we thinking?
there's no audio, so this feels good.
Okay, good.
This looks like you're working hard.
Good, I'll just freak out verbally.
Do we have enough of these?
Not sure.
Last night, my daughter screaming in my face. So she said, so violent, I was saying words she could understand. She went online and found out what she should do. But I guess after all, I can kill that son of a gun. Yeah, I don't know what the dream was, but really my dreams are so vivid. They're stereophonic sound, everything. I'm like in another world. But it's always violent, because that really was going to kill me. So I must feel like I need to finish the deal. It's just ridiculous. It's just shocking. I mean, we can't stand to have one of any kind. How can
All right. Everybody have enough tacos and kolaches in them for exercise? Do you know the next step?
It's also gone bankrupt several times. How can they say that that's an attribute of some sort? And that's even scarier. I mean, it's one thing to know and meet a crazy narcissist, but then to think that that can be false. It is just like crazy Jack. Those people listen to that crazy Jack. So there were a lot of people over there that weren't thinking straight either. So here we have it yet again. Maybe that's what all my nightmares about. Maybe it has nothing to do with Parkinson's. Maybe it's just I am so keyed up. What?
How are you?
I've got a question for you.
Yes?
Reaching that now,
Did you say the medicine's making you have pretty intense dreams? Are you flailing about? screaming does Lydia say? Oh, she said that, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, there was that one tall guy in here named Greg. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he said he got so violent his wife had to get a different bedroom. Yeah, I mean, he was not just screaming, he was flailing around. Yeah. Well, you know, I live alone, so I may be doing I may be dancing in the living room. I don't know. Hi, Debbie, how are you? Yeah, this is such a big event today. Yeah. Are you our lead teacher?
You're not. Right, Steve.
Yes. Another one of these, John. Oh, yeah. Need another one of these.
Call my name out at least 5 times. Good to get your arm.
All right, we're about to begin, and we have some empty chairs to the front. If anybody wants to move up from the back, we got 5, 6, 7, 8. We can move some up. Y'all will be less likely to hit somebody with a stick up here. And we're
Pretty wild with that stick.
I know, I have a thing
Can't
with,
see it.
I'm a wild stick thrower, huh? We need everything we can to stay glued together. Is this a happy set?
I don't know what.
you wanna have some Sure. Can I move you to a different chair?
You do these exercises at home?
You don't have to get me stuff. Josh, fine.
I don't either, I just walk every day, that's it.
Josh, did you want the speakers there?
Oh, yes, if possible.
I have some weights, I have a ball, I have a yoga mat. Use it, just maybe go out and get myself, yeah. I need the outside air and the birds, something distracting.
All right, everybody, thank you for being here. And I'm very happy to introduce the first of your 5 instructors today. She is from Round Rock. She teaches the Thursday class at St. Philip's Methodist Church. It is a lovely group of people. Some say the best looking class. And not, you know, but anyway, everybody give a round of applause for Meredith.
Thank you very much for letting me be here with you this morning. If you'll turn around and say hi to a neighbor, a person you don't know, you've never met.
How are you?
What's
happening, Tom? You got the table. Oh. Yeah, they signed this.
I'll get you an invite.
Make sure all your equipment is under your chair. We're not using anything right at this moment. Make sure you're not going to trip over it or you have to get up. Everything under your chair. And just like Jack here, you can't see me, move a little bit over. You're not doing this the whole class. Okay, so move over, you cannot see me. All right. Jam hard. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3. One more. Up, down. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3. Alternate arm. Alternate. Here. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up. Now. Same leg, same arm. Up, 2, 3, 4. Same leg, same arm. Oh, come on, same leg, same arm. Same leg, same arm. You know. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, and hold. All right, inhale. Positive energy. Exhale. Negative energy. Woo. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Air. Woo. Now you can take this breath however you want to take it. All right, bring it roll. Warm up the shoulders. Go up, back, down, front. Can you say it with me? Up, back, down. A little louder. Up, back, down. 2 more. Up, back, down. 1 more. Up, back, down, and hold. Now we're going to go up, front, down. Now ready? Up, front, down, back. Up, front, down, back. 2 more. Up, front, louder. Down, back. Last one. Down, back. Shake those shoulders. That'll warm you up. Now we're going to do 2 regular front. Then we're going to do opposite of what you're doing. Do opposite of what you're saying. If your shoulders go up, what are you going to say?
Down.
Shoulders go down, what are you going to say? Up. All right, let's do 2 regulars. Up, back, and down. Ready? Up, back, down, front. Up, back, down. Opposite, down, front. Up, back, down, front. Up. 1 more. Down, front, up, back. Good job, hold it. Woo! All right, now we're gonna go up, Great. And up. Down. Bring that leg in. Woo. Good stretch. March again for 3. Left foot. 1, 2, hold. Collar. Ooh, look how much you grew again. 1, 2, 3. Taller. 1 more. 1, 2, hold. Let's extend that leg. Let's stretch that one. Ooh, stay up tall. Up tall. This time we're going to come in and out. And we're going to say swish instead of swoosh. Ready? Swish. Let me hear ya. Swish. Ah, 2 more. Swish. Last one. Swish. Oh, taller, taller. Right hand down. Left arm higher. Lean forward. Ooh, hold, good stretch. Ready? Let's spell swish. S. W. I. S. Backwards. H. S. I. W. S. Inhale up. You guys are good. Exhale. Ooh, nice stretch. Inhale up. And bring that leg in. Feet a little wider. Arms out. Lower the shoulders. Soften the shoulders. Circle. Good. Hold it there. Reverse. Lower the shoulders. Strong, strong, strong. And hold. We're going to go forward. Spell April. Circle. Ready? A.
P. R. I. L.
Backward.
L. I. R. E. A.
And now inhale. Touch the side. Up and down. Now you're going to open and close. And you're going to go here, 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 wherever you want to go. Okay? And we're going to count to 10 in Spanish. Ready? In Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Under your back. I'm going to use that back. Grab that, guys. All right. Woo. Y'all warmed up? All right. We're going to hold that happy sack right here. And you're going to shift it from your up and you drop it. Our volunteers are watching you guys. Our volunteers are watching you. If you drop it, do not stand up and go after it. Okay? Let your volunteer grab it for you. Okay? Do not stand. Oh. Do not stand up from your chair. Okay? If you drop it. If you drop it and no volunteer sees you, raise your hand up so they can come give it to you. Got it? All right, right hand. We're just going to shift it over. 1, 2, 3. Go on.
Touch it.
Drop it, drop it. No drops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you can, without dropping. 1, 2, 3. Now drop these. 1, 2, 3. So when we do this movement, you can do this, or you can go here. Right here's fine. 1, 2, and 3. Or a little challenge. 1, 2, 3. Woo. All right, hold it on your right hand. Deep breath. We're going to warm up. We're going to stretch. We're going to buckle our seatbelt. How many of y'all have a hard time buckling your seatbelt? Right? So when you buckle your seatbelt, we're going to stay up tall and you're going to rotate and you click it. Okay? You probably have a hard time because all you do is go like this. Okay, no, I can't get it. I can't get it. No, we can't get it. We've got to, what's this? Rotate. Woo, tight, and then up. That's quick. Click your seatbelt. All right? Hold it there. So we're going to stretch. We're going to bend. We're going to pull. We're going to do it all, but with a smile. Ah, there you are. So we're going to hold here. We're going to reach, squeeze the lemon, squeeze, and then click. Seatbelt. And then back out. Okay, say it with me. Reach, squeeze, click, out. Reach, squeeze, shoulder, okay? Hold in your right hand. Let's get ready. Reach.
Freeze.
Lift. Out. Reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out.
Reach. Squeeze. Lift.
Out. Stretch. Stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Bend. Up. Down. Reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out. Reach. Squeeze. Lift.
Out. Reach. Squeeze.
Lift. And stretch. 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 Hold. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Bend. Up. Down. Y'all got it? Yes. Okay, we're going to do the reaching one time and the stretching one time. We'll do it a couple times. Ready, talk. Where's your smile? And reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out. Stretch. Stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Bend. Up. Down. Reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out. Stretch. Stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Bend. Up. And down. All right, we're going to do it last time. So we get some bending, stretching, and this will be our last time. So really stretch, really loud. Reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out. Stretch. Stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Up. Down. Reach. Squeeze. Lift. Out. Stretch. Stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Up. Bend. Bend. Up. Down. Woo. Hold it up here. Volunteers are picking up. Stay up there. Stay up there. Volunteers are picking up.
All right, we're picking up the happy sack, volunteers.
Hold it up. Hold it up. Let's say your vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y. Spanish. I, N, E, O, U, Y. Y. Up, higher, higher. Woo, we got them all. Here you go, Deb. All right, and down. All right, deep breath. Now we're going to drum. And we warmed up, right? All right, we're going to drum because next we have this Angie drumsticks. No drumsticks? No, just pretend. Okay, and we're going to say Angie, 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 and down. Well done. Okay, before y'all get your drumsticks in your hands, I want to make sure that when you stretch out, you're not going to smack your neighbor. So maybe push your chair, stagger him just a little bit. Let's get in a safe position.
I can't reach you, John.
Oh, let's see where. Okay, got it. Everybody do a test. Do a test. Reach out. Make sure you're not going to smack your neighbor. We want to be safe in here, right? Awesome. Let me get my speaker. Walk forward.
Touche.
Awesome. Okay. I'm like, I know I brought it up here. Okay, so raise your right drumstick if you've done drumsticks class before. I'm just drumsticks. They really work the full nervous system. When you start tapping, so everybody just start tapping. You feel it all the way through your arms, all the way through your body. Let's take it up high. That's it. Let's take it low. Okay, now we're going to do a little spelling. Let's spell drumstick. Okay? Let's slow it down. D-R-U-M-S-T-I-C-K-S. Okay, now we're going to keep right about our waist and we're going to spell percussion because drumsticks are a percussion instrument. Ready? This is a tricky word. Help me out. D-R-U-M-S-S-I-O-N. Y'all are awesome spellers. All right, I'm going to put my song on. I'm just going to do a follow along, so I'll start doing the move and y'all just follow it. So here we go. I think you'll recognize this song. It's not connected. What happened? Y'all keep tapping. You can tap away. Okay, let's try it. What happened? All right. We're going to start with our fingers. We're going to go stomp, stomp, tap. Stomp, stomp, tap. That's it. Stomp, stomp, tap. You got it. Okay, now changing the legs. We're going to go right, left, tap. Right, left, tap. Oh, those sound so good. Changing the legs. Now do other side. Using your core to get those legs lifted. That's it. Just the right. Make it big. Push them up. That's it. Other leg. Good work. Back it up for both of them. Now right, left. Other side, left. Right. Okay, drum solo. Make it 4, or you can be high drums here. So you choose your level, or you can tap into your legs. Okay? I'm going to be here. Lots of options. Take it out in. Just the right. Left. Drum solos. Woo! Awesome. Okay, obviously, y'all are amazing. I'm going to go right into my next song. Let me get it loaded up. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. Another good one. Who likes Leonard Skinner? Raise your hand. All right, here we go. Let's take it up and down. Here we reach and down. That's it. Get those tips to the sticks. That's it. Keep going. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Couple more. over, 2 more. Then we're gonna speed up the tempo. Watch me here. Under, over. That's it. Just tap that foot up and down. Switch sides. Under, over. Y'all have major rhythm. Well done. Slow it down. Under, over. Under, over. Nice. We have our own concert going on right now. You guys are amazing. Okay, new move. Watch me here. Jump out. We're going to do right arm circle tap. Left arm circle tap. Right tap. Big movement. Working that shoulder and core because we're leaning forward. That's it. Circle, tap, circle, tap, circle, circle. A couple more. Circle, tap, circle, tap. One more. Right here. Now we're going to take a front and back. All right, here we go. Front, back. See, I didn't even have to tell you to keep the beat. You already knew. Good work. Front, back. You can do it a little faster. Don't go out too far with your legs. Oh, I feel like we're doing sit-ups in the chair, and that's not so good on you. All right, back to a march. All right, let's take it up and down. Here we go. Up, down. Can we march too? Let's try that. Up, down. All right, let's do one more. March wider. We go back down and then down, up, down, down, up. Finish it out here, all right? Down, up, down, down, down. All right, down, up, down, down, down. One more down. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. One more. Down, up, down, down, down. Over here. All right, I want you to turn to somebody and I want you to get that you guys just walk out and did amazing. There you go. Well done. All right. Thank you, Austin, Texas. All right, so our next
We got a quick 6 minutes pour. We're gonna start with the
Sorry, that's my audio channel. Our next presenter, y'all probably all know her, is the Miss Wonderful Debbie Rosenberg.
All right. Grab a ball, everyone. Okay. We're going to work on our coordination here. So grab your ball. If you lose your ball, one of our volunteers will help you get it, okay? Not everyone has a ball. Make sure that it's in the ball. Okay, we're going to just start with a heel in. Heel in. Sit up straight and tall. We're not using our back for support. So move all the way forward in your chair. Heel.
Forward in your chair, Tom. Come on.
Heel. Okay, now out to the side. Opposite arm is leg. Opposite arm is leg. Out. lunges. Out, in, out, together. Switch. Out, in, out, together. Out, in, out, together. Out, in, out. Now single, single, double. Single, double up. Out, in, out, switch. Single, double, out, in, out, together again. Single, double, double. Back to jacks, out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Now we're going to put all those moves together. Start from the front, right? Out, wide, forward, switch. Front, side, front, switch. Front, side, front, switch. Front, side, front. Now jacks. Out, in, out, in, out, in. One more. And lunge. Single, double lunge, double. Single, double. One more time. Single, double. Single, double. Back to jack. Out, in, out, in, out, in. One more. Out, in. Now knees. Arms up. Lift the knees. Knees up. Knees up. Knees. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go under and around. Do a figure 8. Under and around the legs. Under and around. Under and around. Back to single knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Under and around. So 4, open, close, open, close. Good job, thank you.
Everybody give it up for Debbie!
All right, so hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. Let me just go over a few things just for those of you that don't know each of our instructors or don't really, or are maybe new to our program. Every one of our exercises is meant to address a common symptom of Parkinson's. So as much fun as we had running and using the ball and the hockey sacks, those are all really addressing different symptoms, common symptoms, whether it's crossing the midline, which we know is very difficult for some people with Parkinson's, or using opposites, which we know becomes difficult in gait, in walking. And when you're using your opposites, your right and your left sides of your body together, you're more balanced. You tend to take better stride. So and when we're going under and over the leg, that forces you to lift your legs for gait for walking. So all of these exercises, as much fun as they are, really have a purpose. We're going to continue on. We're going to move on to our pole dancing section. And I want you to know that there are decades of studies that have proven that large, exaggerated motions are really very, very helpful, very beneficial for Parkinson's. So I'm going to ask you to use these poles, just as you did in all of the other props. Use these poles as much as you possibly can. We're going to be holding them over our head. We're going to the side. I want you to use that pole and feel your body fully extending. And feel how different that feels when you're doing that than in natural life. Now, before we get up, let me just please explain and encourage you to stay seated if you'd like to. Everything we do can be done seated and get the exact same benefit. You just may be safer, or if you'd like to stand, I'm going to ask you to stand safely. We'll all stand together so that we make sure everyone is safe. Before you stand, please make sure that you are seated in the front of your chair. I'm going to ask you to use your poles.
First, let's do an icebreaker where we all say what our cell phone passcode is.
Oh.
Start with Lauren.
1111111. So we're going to use the poles. We're going to put the poles in front. Heels are down on ground. Legs are wide. You're going to use the pole to help you stand. You're going to push down on the pole and lift up. And look how much more successful we are. Or almost
successful.
Almost. Now, for those of you, again, I'm going to repeat. Please stay seated. You can do everything we're doing seated as well as standing. If you're going to remain standing, I'm going to ask you to march and walk to the back of your chair. Please look to see if there's someone seated behind you so that you don't eclipse them. You want to make sure everyone can see. Am I good? All right, so we're going to start off right leg, wrong. We're going to start off right hand, left leg. And again, we're going to exaggerate the motion. We're going to start off front, back, and then switch sides. Front, back. This particular exercise, this first exercise, we're focusing on full range of motion. So we're looking for you to extend that arm and leg as far forward as you possibly can. And we're also working on contralateral motion, which means opposites. And this is important for gait, for natural walking. So right arm, left leg, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Nice work. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, and hold. Now, I'm giving directives. The vocal is the directive, front, back. Two purposes, two reasons for that. First is to make that mind-body connection. Your mind is telling you front, back. It's making that connection. But also, just as important, vocal power is a common symptom of Parkinson's. We want to make sure that we're working on our vocals, that we're using our vocals nice and loud. So we're going to say together, front, back, front, back, front, back, front. 4 more. It's front. Nice work. Front, back, front, back, front, and hold. Second part is part of the pattern. Front, back, then we're going to go up. Feel that, feel your abdominals, feel your shoulders, feel your back, feel your arms. Up, down, front, back. Let's do that again. Up, down, front. Put it together. Front, back, up, down, front, back, up, down, front, back, up, down, run. Nice work. Let's put it to music. Yay! I hope somebody recognizes this song. I spent a lot of time on something. Here we go. Front, back, up, down, run, back, we had our poles horizontally. We ended here. Up, down, front, back. Now we're going to twist and that arm, just the right arm. The right arm is going across the body, crossing the midline, which means now we're using both sides of the brain. Crossing that midline. We're going to go right, left, then watch. Right, left. So it's cross, right, cross, left. Reach, right, reach, left. Cross, right, cross, left, reach. All the way. Stretch those arms, stretch those arms. Cross, right, cross, left, reach. Nice work. Put it together from the top. Front, back, up, down, run. Now we go cross. Nice. Cross. Then reach. Right, reach. We got it. Let's go. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get it, it's okay. We still love you. It doesn't matter. This is not a dance class, and you'll never have to do it again. 4, 3, 2, go. Ah! See? Never. See?
Doesn't matter, Lauren.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right back. Go. Front, back, front, back, up, down, front, back, front, back, reach, right, left, front, back, up, down, cross, right, cross, left, reach, right, reach, left, front, back, reach, out, down, ready, cross it, cross, right, cross, left, reach, right, reach, jump in, front, back, up, down, second part, second exercise. That was just your first exercise. Second exercise. We're going to go out to the right. Then we're going to go out to the left. So the right side moves right, then comes center, then the left side goes left. So it's out, in, out, in, out. Feel that, let that pole pull you. Out, full arm, nice work, good, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and hold. So that's too easy, so we're gonna make it more fun.
Yes.
Yay! So we're gonna do 4 of those. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Then we're gonna do opposites. Out, woo, you got it. Out, that was way too fast. Out, in, same side. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Now opposites. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Let's put it to music because you got it way too fast. Same side. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Opposite. Out, in. Nice work. Out, in, out, in, out. Same side. Out, in, out, in. Reach out. Good. Now opposite. Out, in, out, in. From the very top. Run. Back. Run. Remember this? Up. Down. Run. Cross. 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 Reach. Reach. Right? Reach. Same side. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Opposite. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. And hold. All right, you guys are way too good.
No one's got hit in the head yet.
No one got hit in the head. You're all great pole dancers.
First one who hits Kevin gets $5.
Oh, God, there's a bounty now?
The next part is a little more fun. The next part is a pattern. Yay! Why do we do so many patterns? Well, we do patterns. We do all these patterns because we're strengthening the brain. We're learning something. Whenever we're learning something, we're strengthening the brain, and we want to always be using our brains with exercise with Parkinson's. We want to strengthen neuroplasticity. We want to strengthen attention and focus. So the next part, so that's explaining why you're going to hate the next part. The next part is out. Okay, so far so good. Up. Out. In, then we reverse it. It's a half moon. Out, up, out, in. Reverse. Out, up, out, in, out, up, out, again. Out, up, out, in, reverse, out, up, out. I warned you ahead. Out, up, out, in, out, up, out, in. Again, out, up, out, in, out, up, out. Put it together. Second exercise. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Opposites. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Pattern. Out, up, out, in, out, up, out. Looks good. All right. I'm switching the song just to make it more interesting because we don't have enough going on. One second. That's not it. it, okay.
Is it not playing?
No, I can't find the song I wanted, so we're just gonna keep the song. We're gonna keep the song, we're good. Uh-oh.
It's playing around.
Jack became a ninja for a second.
All right, we're gonna start with the second exercise. 4, 3, 2, out. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Opposites. Out, in, out, in, out. In pattern, things. Out, up, out, in, out, up, out. Same side. Out, in, good. Out, in, out, in, out. Opposite. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Power. Out, up, out, in, out, up, out. From the top. Run, back, reach up, down, run. Now cross, go right, big arms, strong arms, out, same side, out, in, out, opposite, out, in, out, pattern, out, up, out, in, out, and give yourself a hand. All right. So you proved Kevin wrong. You did a great job. Last piece you're gonna love. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Last piece, this is all about, now we're fighting bradykinesia. We're fighting that slowness. So we're gonna ask you to hold that pole in front. And we're gonna swap that pole out 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here you go, 7, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 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 in. All right, that's it. Looking for fast motions. I'm looking for you to force yourself to move a little faster, sideways, pull that elbow in. See if you can do it. Otherwise, side to side is great. It's hand-eye coordination, but it's also forcing you to move just a little quicker. Let's put it all together. We'll start with that last piece, and then we'll take it from the top. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the top. Ready. Run. Back. Up.
I want you to sit forward in your chairs. Please get your scarves out from under the chair. If you need help getting them, there should be two. There should be one. We can help get them. Does everybody have two?
Here's some more of this now.
Everybody's got one? Okay. So, yeah, magic tricks. So, take each scarf by a corner and then put it in between your thumb and your pointer finger. So there's a little bit of a tail. That way you can hold on to it and it won't slip out of your hands. Everybody good? Okay. You got it. Okay? She had just like that. Stand down. Okay, everybody's got their scarves? Everybody's got their scarves? Good. All right, we're going to start with air traffic control. So before we do the music, I want you to just follow along. We're going to go up and down. Say this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 4 of those. Out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross. When we do the cross, I want you to alternate which arm is on top. I know everybody's got that. So we're going to add diagonals. Out, in, out, in. Hands come together. Out, in, out, in. And up, over, our roller coaster. Up, over, up, over, up, over. So we have 4 different movements and 4 of each. 4 of up, down, 4 of out, cross, yes. 4 of diagonal, out, in, yes. And 4 of up, overs. Everybody got it? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, diagonal, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over. Good job. All right. So we're going to tweak it just a little bit. I want you to make it as big as possible, and when we do the up overs, I want you to follow the scarves with your eyes, okay? So just on that one, you're going to follow the scarves with your eyes. Get them way up. Try to get them to touch the ceiling. All right, we're going to do it again 2 times, all the way through. Ready? 6, 7, go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and up, over,
not gravity. What are we pushing against because we're moving
Air
fast?
pressure?
Fast. What is the symptom?
Bradykinesia.
You got it, bradykinesia. We're pushing against bradykinesia, yes. So now we're going to add to our phrase, washing machine. Wrap, 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 yes? So try to hit the back of the chair. Wrap, 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 yes? And circle, 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 circle. So you're crossing the midline again. You've done this several times. 4 of these. Yes, so we're just adding 2 more things. Washing machine and cleaning the windows. I think we've got, so review again. 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 roller coasters. Yes, 4 wraps, washing machine. And right, clean the windows, left, right, left. Take a breath. Take a breath. Roll your shoulders up, push back and down. Up, push back and down. Good. All right. We're going to hit it. We're going to do it twice. And hopefully my brain will work. 5, 6, here we go. And up, down, up, down, up, down. Say it with me. Up, down, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over. Washing machine. Whack, 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 whack. In the window. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up, down, up, down, down, up, down, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, diagonal, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, roller coaster, up, over, over, washing machine, whack, 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 in windows, big, 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 and rest. Take a breath. Good job. All right. From here, we're going to put the right leg out, and the left arm is going to whack your right foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Switch. Left leg. Try to get that leg nice and straight. Toe is up. Right hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, switch, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Big on 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 2 of each. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Alternating. 8, 7. I don't hear you. 6, 5. Smiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Woo! Wiggle it out. Shimmy those shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna do, because we're in Texas, I going to push it just a little bit. So we're going to take the right arm, but the left leg is going to be off the floor. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go for a straight leg each time. Yes? And we'll keep repeating. Here we go. Very simple. And sit up nice and tall. And left leg is out, right arm is up. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternating. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put the scarves together. Slide your hands down so they're. Everybody with me? Yes? Okay. We're going to start to cool down just a little bit. I know you've worked pretty hard. So pull your scarves. Pull your scarves. Everybody pulling. Take a breath. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your arms. Look down at your feet. Make sure your toes are straight ahead. Then come up. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Your chin is parallel to the floor, resting on an imaginary shelf. Slowly lift and pull with your right hand, gentle twist, looking over to the right. Come back to center. Gentle twist over to the left, pulling. Back to center. Gentle twist over to the right. Coming back to center. Over to the left. Coming back to center. Relax. Shoulders up. Drop. Up and drop. Lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Reach forward. Keep those arms follow me while they're doing that. So arms are turned, palms are out, and big breath in. Breathe out. Lift your spine as you lower your arms. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Lift and lengthen. Send the energy out your fingers like laser beams. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come forward and down. Bring your chin toward your chest. Breathe in. Reach forward and up. Breathe out. Lift your spine here. Lift your chest. One more time. Big breath in. And out. Lifting your spine as you lower your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift. Lengthen. Head floats up like a helium balloon. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go as far as you can comfortably. Bring your chin toward your chest. Breathe in. Reach forward and up. Lift, lift, lift that spine. Breathe out. Stay tall as you lower your arms. Good. And rest. Thank you. Now, we are not quite done. We are not quite done. I know this is. So, we are going to stand as you can. If you can't, each row I would like to have come together. So if you're in the first row, stand and come together so you can hold hands. We're going to move the front row this way so that Joe can stay seated. Okay? So, second row, same thing. Stand up and move so that you're holding hands. Third row, fourth row, fifth row. So lots of rows. Volunteers should help them. Come on down.
Margaret, come on, Tom. There you go.
Okay, you got it.
I'm going to do this.
Let's set this here.
Oh, okay. Are you a soldier?
Everybody holding hands. Pretty much, you can move up to here.
Really?
Okay. We don't need a circle, but yes, we can, whatever you're doing is fine. So, most of you know that we do this usually at the end of all of our events. We do it in my classes, always at the end of every class. This is Young at Heart, Frank Sinatra singing, and we are all young at heart. So we are going to sing together. You can sway a little bit if you want. Don't let go, and then we'll continue with, most of you know what to do. So here we go. I'll lead you. I'm going to lead.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way.
All right, plant your
Don't you
feet
know
and
that it's
arms
worth
go up,
every treasure on earth
and take a
to
bow
be
for
young
yourselves.
at heart?
And again, the audience is cheering.
For
Take another bow.
you are,
Oh my gosh, they're
it's
giving you
much
a
better
standing
by
ovation. Take another bow. And now they're throwing bouquets of flowers because we rocked it today.
And if
Take
you
another bow
should
and come up here.
survive to
Don't let go.
105,
Relax your arms,
look
but
at
don't let
all
go.
you'll
Keep smiling.
derive
We're
by
going to
being
pass
alive.
the hope, love,
Here
and
is the
caring
best part.
down the to the person next to you and bow. And then you're going to pass it
And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young. And
all are.
Beautiful thing.
Okay.
Nancy, what were we passing for the back? What were we passing? The
Hope, love, and caring.
Hope, love, and caring is what we were passing back there, just so you know.
Everyone needs hope.
I was also
All right, great work, everyone. If you need water, we have water. We had a lot of work today.
Yes.
If you want to take a special picture, take pictures. And don't worry about the chairs. We're going to get everything.
One more thing, please, everybody, take a cookie on your way out, or any kind of food that you might like to travel with, or bring to friends. And then also, thank you again to all of our volunteers who made today possible.